Well, that'll do it. And our actor was also thrown in jail later that night. The actor, like, damn, the actor was going hard. Exit Prime, purpley, grunchy, and blemish. Thank you, Willie. And hope you had a good day, Ghost. Haribo sugar-free gummy bear review? That sounds super familiar. I might have seen that. But right now I'm in the Catch a Predator rabbit hole. The KitKat Predator. That is a mean mugshot right there.
Yeah, slowing down, pulling in the driveway. Emily, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Here comes Need a Friend to Talk to 2005. He drove 4 hours to get here.
All right, go ahead and open the door.
The actor was straight out of Riverdale. Yeah, the actor they got there was wild.
I just gotta throw this in the dryer real quick.
Need a Friend to Talk to is really 25-year-old John Adam Daniels, a carpenter. He thinks he's here to meet a 13-year-old virgin named Nina. Online, he asks her if she wants to try anal sex and if he can perform oral sex on her. After the decoy agrees, she tells him she's home alone, and he asks to spend the night. He's come prepared.
Oh, he brought his overnight kit.
Bag, it looks like.
Sorry,
Did you remember his Game Boy?
Right away. I had to have something cute to wear tonight. Did you try some of my sweet tea?
I'm not scared.
Sorry, I'm almost done.
What's his name again? Need a Friend to Talk to?
Did you bring me anything?
Yes, I did.
What did you bring me?
I drinking some KitKats.
You
KitKats!
brought enough stuff to move in.
Yes.
Why'd you have to sleep?
And like some of the others, Need a Friend to Talk to appears to know what he's walked into.
And I'm being taped.
You are being taped.
Oh crap.
He just got fucking
I'm
shocked.
gonna be upbeat. Oh, arrested.
That's not up to me.
He got shocked.
You admit right here that you could be in trouble if anybody found out that a 25-year-old
Yes.
was meeting a 13.
Yes, sir. I thought it was a bad idea from the beginning, so.
But if you thought it was such a bad idea, why did you do it anyway?
Uh-oh, the Kit Kat.
You started talking, and 45 minutes into the conversation, you say, "Have you ever seen a man's blank?" Meaning,
Yes, sir. I'm sorry, sir.
you ask what size bra she wears.
Why anal right away?
If she would like to move in with you.
Yes, sir.
That's a
What are
bit
you
forward.
thinking here, Al?
I'm completely and totally stupid. I'm sorry. Can I pay you, sir?
Well, if you
Just
leave the
like all
Kit
men who
Kats,
show up at our house, he's free to leave. Since he's seen our reports before, he probably knows he won't be free for long. And there's nowhere to run.
Get on the ground! You get down on the ground! Get down!
you should have chose a different candy.
Hey.
Alright. The drummer. Chris isn't really getting any of them to talk during this season here. I usually like the interviews. Oh, sweet. Well, thanks, Baller. And thanks to the resub peasant. Yeah, maybe, Grapey. I'm not watching the fucking penis pump, Predator! I'm not taking the risk! The Naked Predator. Probably can't watch that one. Thought Crime Predator? 50% Predator? Oh, so there's... it's like a... I don't remember what it was, but there was that show where a man was a pedophile, and he shot the pedophile out of him. He had to kill the pedophile part of him so that he could be freed. Thanks to the resub Hinticle and Nero. And Lifemorn. I'm not watching the fucking penis pump. Let's do the Eager Predator. That whole story wrapped itself up in a concise 3 minutes. Thanks to the resub Cougar, the Prime Pig Dot resub Made, Cyber, D's Nuts, and the Prime Bat Boy. I've totally forgot about that, Professor. And sleep well, Kyle. Oh, alright, we'll watch a couple more and then switch. What else haven't we seen? The lookalike Predator? Who does he look like? Chris Hansen's clone or something. He comes in there. I don't know which one's the real Chris Hansen and end up arresting the good guy. The 50% Predator. Alright, we'll see what that's about. Actually, 2 gift subs, Gabe. The resub Ruthless. And the gift sub Big Bird. That's a long screen name.
Hey, you there?
Yeah.
Hang out at the bar for a second. I just stuffed the crap out of my toe and I'm about to bleed all over the carpet. Did you bring the mics?
Yeah.
We'll be right back.
Your heart is always in your throat for the first couple, and then, of course, you're anxious. I mean, you're approaching somebody you don't know, and as much as we've researched this person's background, you just never know what's going to happen, and you have to be prepared. So, yeah, you're anxious every time you do it. That never goes away. Did you find the place all right?
You didn't even give him a chance to meet the decoy.
Come on over here for a minute, will you?
Well, I knew that was gonna happen.
You knew what was going to happen. You knew what's this?
Oh, he brought you a present, Chris.
Sit on that stool there, if you would. In Ohio, we saw really for the first time multiple guys say that they had seen
Makes the
one of our
Prime
past
happy.
3 investigations. And it did surprise me.
All right,
Because
fine, I'll try
I'm
it, Anna.
thinking, well, if you saw the previous show, you know, what are you doing here?
Ronell, do you ever watch television? Mm-hmm. Do you ever watch Dateline NBC?
Yeah,
Nobody watches
You've
Dateline
seen this on
NBC.
TV before.
pretty much knew this was gonna happen.
You knew it was going to happen. What made you think that this was in fact going to happen?
Well, 'cause for one, which I think is kind of, is really, you know, is kind of like misleading in a way. But for one, I just knew of me. I could tell because of how she just kept trying to see if I was really gonna come, you know.
So you smelled a rat.
Yeah.
But you came anyway.
Yeah.
Why?
Something like that.
Something you did.
You feel sorry for a lot of these guys.
Well,
You know, and
yeah, that was a
especially
bad decision.
If you're talking about somebody who served in the military.
This man knew it was a setup
perhaps in
and
the
still
Iraq
went.
War. And you know, what are you doing here? But then you go back and read the transcript, and you see what was said,
Thanks, resub Bryson.
how it was said.
What do you do for a living, Ronell?
I just got out the military.
You got out of the military. What branch?
Thanks, the prime skills.
The Navy. And where did you serve in the Navy?
Well, at first I was stationed in Washington.
In Washington.
And been deployed like 2-3 times.
Did you see any action? Did you go to the war?
Yeah, was the first one there when it first happened.
In Iraq.
Yeah.
What?
Now, as a member of the United States
What?
military,
Why are you
there's a code of honor.
Thanks for the tier 1 razzle. What does this have to do with anything, Chris?
Did you break that code tonight?
I say in some ways, yeah.
In some ways, yes.
Yeah. But in other ways, I would say no because I really haven't, you know, actually.
But Ronell, you're a grown man.
Yeah.
Showing up with alcohol to meet a 13-year-old
Well, to be fair, isn't that
girl.
Mike's Hard Lemonade right there?
How does that
It's
look?
not really alcohol, it's just lemon piss.
After you reread that transcript, you feel a little less sorry for these guys.
You say, well, I'm in for whatever. I'm not scary. I don't have no girlfriend. You should be my little mammy. What does that mean?
It was just a little joke that was kind of.
Little joke.
I ain't know if she took it serious or not, but I ain't.
She talks about how she doesn't want to get pregnant. You say, I wouldn't get you pregnant.
Well, that's good. That's a good start.
Brought it up. I didn't.
Yeah, but you're
But
here.
She's the one that brought all that up. I was just. She wanted to drink, so I got the.
If you wanted to have sex...
Bring a bottle over his head and
I
run.
know that's what...
Treat it like an
you
old
need to
cartoon
say.
or something.
So you were game if she was game, basically.
I couldn't say 100% that I would.
What percent could you say?
I would say it was more like a 50-50.
A 50-50.
Ah.
So maybe you'd have sex with her, maybe not. This is the part where I say...
Depends
I'm
on how that
Chris
Mike's
Hansen
Hard
with
Lemonade's
Dateline
hitting.
NBC, and the cameras come out, and we ask if there's anything else you want to tell us. So if there's anything else you want us to know, we'd like to hear it.
No, not really. It's just, I ain't really.
Ace of the Prime, Nola.
I mean, if I
It was
I
alright,
realize
Bryson.
I made, coming here was a mistake. But, good thing that it didn't progress to nothing further.
It was a good thing that we were here and a 13-year-old girl was not.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say that anything would happen, but it just, I don't know. I just apologize if I offended anybody, but.
You have the right to remain silent. You understand
Alright.
that?
So this guy knew it was a setup and still came. That's rough, man. He fucked up. But it was only a 50-50 shot that he actually fucked the kid. Those are decent odds. I think, yeah, like a Galaxy Brain play in that position would have been if he just immediately started freaking out like, Chris, finally, my plan worked. This is why I'm here. I wanted to see you, Chris. Woohoo! Just go fucking wild. That would have been a huge play. And I'm surprised nobody ever did that. Well, at least not that I know of. Alright, I'll watch the penis pump one. As long as he doesn't actually just start, like, pumping his dick up. Oh, it's a... I'm not watching this one. It's one of these. I hate this. Now they will? Well, the show doesn't exist anymore. And predators have evolved. Now they're just very open about being pedophiles on Twitter and nobody cares. You don't even have to pretend that you're not a pedophile anymore. No, this is terrible. It's fucking 4 TVs.
He's coming toward the house.
Oh wait, wrong one.
Meanwhile, we spot another man across the street
I hate
getting out of
this.
his car.
This is a terrible setup.
While I'm confronting
Fine,
Hennessy
Jesus.
1436 in the backyard, that other suspect is still out front, sitting in his truck. The man in the trunk drives away.
No!
He's arrested down the street.
What?
Now it's his turn to be questioned. 36
This is a terrible episode.
Was invited over by a decoy posing as a young teen he met in a chat room. He brought beer and condoms, just like the decoy asked.
She goes that, my mom is gone and I'm 13 and we can get naked and we can do this. You know, she made it sound like, wow, this would be the greatest thing, you know? At first it was like...
Being naked's pretty cool.
What else did you two talk about doing when you came home?
She said me to bring beer.
What else?
And it's in the hot tub.
Okay.
And she wanted to have sex. But when I got there, I'm like, dude, I'll kick your ass myself if you do this. I mean, I couldn't do it. I couldn't even get out of that truck. You know what I mean? I was like, just go home now.
Alright, nice.
He claims he sat in his truck.
Alright, I don't like this setup here. And he just immediately gets taken and then finds a penis pump in the car, I'm sure. That's not very good. Give me something with some, like, wild lore. Like, the Nickelodeon Predator was pretty interesting. Why is this called Marshmallow? I know Ryan Franklin made... Alright. Days of 5 gift subs recalled Lion. And the Prime Blazer, Royal, Fapsock, Marshall, and the resub Logs. And Onion. Yeah, but it still works, Cookie. And we'll watch like 1 or 2 more. I want to see the drummer. It's a short one, so fake as fuck. I like, you know, a healthy dose of cynicism is important. But this show isn't fake. Who would sign up to be a pedophile? Like a real pedophile? And half of these, well, a lot of these people were in jail for like 6 or 7 years. Like, I understand everyone likes to pretend everything's fake now these days. Like, even the world being round is now a contentious point. But this is real. Like, use the basic level of common sense. Why would anybody be a pedophile and get registered on the sex offenders registry for TV? Like, it's just, it takes only like a second of thought. There's the Prime Jack, and the Tier 1 Blake, and the Prime Petrit, Turtle, and Lucky. And the gift sub Shammy and resub Dumb. Oh, nice, Messi. And thanks for the Bitstar, and Dutch, and Electric, and Linux. And the Prime Grape and resub Entrusted. Let's see the look-alike. Wait, this is only a minute, though. And I don't even know who he looks like. One more and I want it to be a good one. The Curious Predator. This guy looks like the final boss of pedophiles here. This guy's looking mean. Thanks to the bits, Android and Ethan.
He walks
Thanks to the resub Shark.
and he makes himself right at home. I mean, he basically acts as if he were showing up at an old friend's house.
Well, I want to take a shower and look pretty and everything.
I don't know.
We clearly
All right.
have the element of surprise.
Yeah, you've got him right where you want him.
These guys sometimes don't know whether to think I'm the mad dad who came in unexpectedly, the police, or an investigative reporter. And so their mind is whirling away trying to figure out how they're going to deal with this situation.
And nobody fights.
Sometimes
which
they
is
just
surprising.
decide they're going to, act like they did nothing wrong. Would you come on over here and have a seat, please?
Yeah, just coming in here to... Well, yeah, what the fuck was he gonna do? Damn, look at how curious he was, though. That is a curious predator. Very curious. Make sure to smash that like button and thumbs up, ring the bell, tell your mom I said hi. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, that's about it. See ya. Yeah, I'll finally watch this. This is like the one Chris Hansen clip I haven't seen. I started it off stream, and I was like, might as well finish the saga since I've watched every single Chris Hansen, everything I got from the first,
John.
like, 30 seconds.
How you doing? In a bit of a fix tonight, huh?
This shit looks fake. Is it acting? I don't know who would take on the role on meth or something throughout this. I'm pretty sure, because in the beginning he just starts playing with his cuffs a ton. What is True Blue, though? Is that a station? It is a TV network? I've never heard of it before. True Blue is Hansen's network. Wait, like Chris Hansen's own television station? Home of the biggest personalities in crime investigation, spearheaded by Chris Hansen, we examine scams and catch predators. It's a whole station dedicated to catching predators and scams? That seems... Well, maybe it is fake. How the fuck could you have a whole station dedicated to it? Even with To Catch a Predator, they had like seasons where they did big stings and then they'd release it slowly. I don't know how you have like a whole 24-hour station for it. There's no way they'd be able to set up that many stings. That'd be crazy. It is fake. You just gotta watch some of them. Is this one fake? Because it didn't seem like it from the first bit that I watched.
That this was a sting going in. So you wanted to prove...
I would never have walked in. I would never walked in that door.
But you walked in the hotel.
And help me to explain. When I know there's a sting behind it, I can just...
And he started to tweak out.
And be like, listen, John, up what you're doing. I see you...
Well, now I think I've seen everything Chris Hansen's put online. Jesus. What a interesting character that guy was. I know they stopped To Catch a Predator after one of them killed themselves. So I figured after that, and then the one he did after that kind of flopped. I can't remember what it was called. I think it was Have a Seat with Chris Hansen or something. So I thought he was done. News to me.
You've seen us catch
Thanks for
online
the gift, Bray.
predators.
The gift begin, Bray.
Men who use the internet to target
I appreciate
children
it,
for
team. Thank
sex.
you.
And just in case something happened, you brought condoms.
Doomsday
This time,
Airsoft.
In small-town America, the unexpected happens.
We keep getting guys on the schedule,
Okay.
a couple hours out. As it gets closer, something changes their mind.
Could this predator bust turn into a bust?
Anybody that does surveillance knows it's sit and wait.
But then...
That's the whole point of surveillance, yeah.
Traveling long distance.
I imagine nothing else.
What makes a man drive 2 hours
Somebody want to meet me and I want to meet them.
with outrageous alibis?
My intention is to befriend her and try to mentor her.
It's a new location, but the same shocking behavior.
Let's get in there, Chris!
Considered the candidate for your foot.
Again, playful chat.
with the same
I look like the
result.
guy from Cobra Kai, Daniel.
With a minor.
This is Predator Raw. We're in Greenville, Ohio.
Thanks to resub, Jin.
Which is in Dark
And
County.
sleep well, Harry.
You've come.
Locals know
Friends.
People
The door
talk,
of faith
and they know just
shall
about
open.
Can't click links, Scotty. Thank you for the 10 gift subs again, Hob.
have
for
a
you,
rather high
friends.
profile when we come into a small
Goddamn,
town.
Hob, thank you.
Alright, let me get this camera, because I'll put a mount on the bottom with butyl.
We move into this house to do our investigation, and there's guys with
Thanks,
cables and climbing up poles and setting up ladders and doing things. It, I think, did raise a little suspicion in this quiet neighborhood. So, day one came and seemed fine.
Welcome!
Hey, Nathan?
Yep.
I just cut the crap out of my toe. I'm getting a Band-Aid. Hold up the kitchen counter for a second, okay?
I like
In
how
this
she's
case,
method
as,
acting. He
in the
can't
previous
see her and she's still
investigations, we worked
limping.
with the computer watchdog group.
She's ready. She's committed.
It's decoys go into chat rooms posing as 12, 13, 14, 15-year-old kids, home alone.
I'll be right back down.
Could you do me a favor and just go have a seat right in the outside of the bar, please? And take your hands out of your pockets for me. Go ahead, have a seat.
Yeah, definitely
As a
check it out,
potential
Nate.
predator walks in, there's a whole other investigation starting outside the house. The sheriff's department is moving into position.
Nice, Panda.
Trying to monitor what's going on so there are no surprises. The police are set up in a house across the street. There's a motorhome. You know, they've got the entire area covered.
What are you doing here? Came to visit somebody?
Who did you
Ooh.
come to visit?
Katie?
Katie.
He's
How
mean
old is
mugging.
Katie?
13?
13. And how old are you?
23.
23.
Nice.
Do you see a problem with that?
Only problem is you're here, Chris. Ruined it.
That's yes.
Hmm?
And what is the problem that you see?
She's 13.
I mean, there seems little doubt as to what you wanted to do here, based
Thanks
upon
for
the
Prime
chat.
Joe.
You could stay up late, sleep in your dad's bed, try on his girlfriend's clothes, underwear included, or run around the house nude.
What? What?
Instant messaging allows for a way to talk differently.
Talk differently.
You're not actually facing the person, so you don't have to deal with the embarrassment of saying those sort of things to their face.
So it doesn't bother you I am 13. No, it's cool. You get into very graphic detail about what you want to do to her.
Fantasies dreamed up online or in your mind. Things you might not be able to willingly do when it comes down to
He sounds like he's voice
Nathan
acting a
Downhour
character.
starts out saying, look, this is just all fantasy. And I wasn't really going to act on it.
Ooh, Jesus,
and
Jaeger.
what I said really wasn't that bad
Whoa.
anyway. Then I started going back through the chat. And
Thank
I'm
you,
reading
Jaeger,
him
for the
passages
50 gift
that
subs,
are
man.
quite explicit.
Well, after I
Holy
remove your
shit.
shirt and bra, I will run my hands along your body's smooth skin.
And yeah, I think that's
I
okay
will
enough
gently
to
cup and
have
massage
like
your soft
PvPers
breasts,
there.
kiss them, and run my tongue along them. And it goes on from there. In graphic detail. What are we to make of?
Really appreciate it, Jaeger. Thank you, man.
Now you have my heart pumping and my blood racing. I just remembered, please don't tell anyone that we might have sex, or if we do have sex, we would both be in a lot of trouble.
I know it's wrong.
But I want to tell you that I think it would be worth the risk. What should happen to you?
I'm not sure. I don't know what the law says about this.
Well, it's illegal.
Why is he talking like this? It reminds me of like an old
I don't
video
think Nathan
game.
had a clear understanding of how the law works in Ohio.
Ah,
what he
traveler.
thought was, okay, I might be in trouble for this chat, but I can't be arrested because I hadn't actually had sex with a girl yet. I just showed up. But that's not how the law works.
Well, I know, but it's illegal.
There's the
for
prime
someone
turd man. I'm sorry,
to
Mr.
use the
Kingslayer.
internet
Well, thank you.
to solicit somebody who's 13 for sex.
That I was unaware of.
You were unaware of.
You'll have to get your
Why would you
potions
think it would
elsewhere.
be lawful to do something like that.
It didn't catch my mind.
It didn't catch your mind that it would be wrong for you as a grown man to come into this home where you thought a 13-year-old girl was home alone after this sexually explicit conversation.
The law was broken because of what he said online.
Right.
The solicitation and the fact that he showed up.
And his
It
bad
didn't
acting
matter or
whatever the fuck
that
he's
there
doing.
really wasn't a young teenage girl in the house waiting for him to have sex. He, according to the authorities, was breaking the law.
Well, Nathan, there's something I got to tell you. I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC, and we're doing a story about adults who try to meet underage boys and girls.
Man, this guy just does not give a fuck.
If you have anything else that you'd like to tell me, I'd be happy to hear it. If not, you're obviously free to walk out that door.
Thank you.
Anything else you'd like to say?
No.
I finished my conversation with Nathan. He leaves.
Bye, Nathan.
Sheriff's
Thank you.
arrested him.
Bye-bye. That was
He's
good.
taken to this
Good work.
auxiliary building.
Nice.
For,
You
for
got
the
him.
next step of the process, which is to be processed and ultimately.
Thank you to
interviewed
5
by
gift subs.
detectives.
Totally not. I even did the 5 gift subs, Scotty.
What was your plans for
Thank you.
today?
Thank you for the gift sub again, Hob. Resub
When I
alert.
came through the door, I pretty much already reached a conclusion that this was something I couldn't go through with. I thought about the whole drive over here. And
Thanks,
so I
Bacon.
figured I'd just tell her face to face that we could spend time together, watch a movie, whatever, but there wouldn't be anything beyond that.
What were your plans?
Real
as far as what you
suave.
guys were communicating?
Our plans, as far as we were communicating, or as far as I was thinking at the moment, was a sexual activity.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
But possible repercussions of actually doing it began to gnaw on my mind. I couldn't stop thinking about it. What would happen if I got caught? I was caught.
The only thing you had on him was a pocket knife. Is there anything else? in the
Exit
car?
tier 1 crocodiles.
Under the left seat, there's a box of condoms unopened. I was
Wait, what do you
supposed
mean,
to be for
Boogaloo?
something different. I just never used them.
Do you have a girlfriend or anything?
Nope.
Nope. When's the last time you had a girlfriend?
Never.
Never.
Oh, Nathan.
Never.
Have sex?
No.
Never. So you have a box of condoms with you. You've never had sex before. The whole plan was to have sex with this 13-year-old when you got here, correct?
That was the original plan.
At this point, you're going to be charged with unlawful sexual conduct, attempted unlawful sexual conduct with a minor.
What's the penalty?
It's a felony of the 4th degree.
And it goes on my record, correct? So I'm going to be tried for it?
Yeah.
Nathan spent the night in the Dark County Jail.
He's handling it all very well.
He wants to engage in sex acts repeatedly.
Jesus, wait, this is still going on?
Treat the boy like his main woman.
It was very intense.
All right, quiet.
They can take him right now. Before he leaves the state, it'll be a different county, but they got him.
What is going on here?
The east, like all the way almost
was
go.
I
make
think
sure
it's just
you're
like
going
a
east.
behind the scenes thing. That's not what I really care about. Thanks to resub Bryson Marlisle. Only username gift sub Griffin and Prime Cornflake. Don't worry, Nathan. I didn't think that was you. Predator poachers. They call predators' families on the spot and tell them. Is it like a YouTube channel or a show? Actually, I need to fill up my water. I haven't had water in like 40 minutes. Give me 1 second, I'll be right back. I'm back. Thanks to the resub Nathan, and thank you, 3 ounces of whoop ass. Thanks to the resub Awful Hero, and the gift sub again Jaeger, and gift sub Draco, and Jaeger again, and the gift sub Griffin. Yeah, I just took a piss. A little tinkle.
Are you
Sleep
gonna
well,
call if
Kingslayer.
you're coming or if you're not?
Thanks to the gift
We
sub again,
wanted to
Draco.
do something different in Ohio, so we found a very, very young-looking 19-year-old actress who would be in the house with us
and pose as the on-site decoy.
But I'd really like to see you.
We didn't think James Rutherford was going to show up. He had engaged in a long, explicit, suggestive webcam interaction with our decoy, showing little parts of the body. Later, though, he said, I'm not sure this is the right thing to do.
I was really looking forward to it. That's not fair.
Thanks to Tier 1, Ethan.
I'm so bored here.
But all of a sudden, this red Corvette comes down the driveway and parks right around back. Now, the way we had it set up was that the guy would park in front and walk around back. But he drove right up to the back door. So we all had to scramble into position.
Okay, gotcha. I'm familiar with that approach.
Come on in. The door's open!
Where are you?
Oh, I'm just gonna go finish getting ready. I'll be right there.
Where are you?
I'll be right back. Just sit at the bar and I'll be right there.
Come here.
No, I promise I'll be right back.
No, come here.
He smells setup.
I want you to come here.
That's what I thought.
Rutherford alluded to the potential of this being a setup, perhaps a police sting. He even talks about
PWG, what's that?
Maybe this is morally not the right thing to do, as infatuated as he said he was.
Wait, what do you mean?
But he does it anyway. And I think it speaks to the level of addiction and compulsion some of these guys develop online.
Would you have a seat right over there, please?
Good.
So this is a Catholic girls' school teacher?
I just came to hang out, really.
You came to hang out?
Yeah.
And you came to hang out with who?
I had a feeling this was what was going on, honestly.
You had a feeling what was going on?
Yeah.
That
you were smart enough to know,
some sort of
right?
setup.
Yeah.
A setup for what?
Genius.
I don't know, and I'll be honest with you, I didn't come here for anything physical. I just was bored. I'm going through a divorce. I just wanted to get out of the house, honestly.
So you couldn't go to a sports bar to watch a game?
No, sports are for pedophiles, bro.
And so you thought you'd come here to this house?
Yeah.
I knew it wasn't a good idea from the get-go.
Who did you think you were going to meet here?
Just this kid I've been talking to.
This kid?
I know she's a kid.
How old?
13, 14.
13. And how old are you?
Too old for a 13, 14-year-old.
Too old. And how old is that?
26.
26.
Yeah, that'll do it.
And you thought it was okay to come over here to visit a 13-year-old girl home alone?
No, I really didn't.
But you're here.
I know. I don't know why.
Now, I know before he walks in what Rutherford does.
Thank you, Max, and I hope everything's going well. Appreciate it, man.
He even talks about it in his chat. We think we have it nailed down, but you never really know. I mean, he could have said that just to gain the confidence of a young teenage girl. So when I talk to him about what he does for a living, I don't say, are you a... I ask him, what do you do?
What do you do for a living, Jim?
I'd rather not say.
Jim?
I'd rather not say.
Jim!
Why don't you just tell me where you work?
Who do you work for?
I'll get to that in a minute.
No, I'd really like to know. I'm sure I'm on TV or something right now.
Yeah,
why don't you just tell me what you do for a living?
I'm a teacher.
You're a teacher. And what grade do you teach?
6th grade.
6th grade.
Uh-oh.
So you teach kids about the same age as
Jim.
the girl you were coming to see.
I wouldn't ever do anything. I don't know why I'm here. Can I go?
I couldn't help but point out to him that he was coming to visit a girl who was basically the same age as the kids he taught in a private Catholic school near Cincinnati. And as a parent, as a journalist, as anybody, that's
Thanks to resub corset.
You were on your webcam, showing off in front of this 13-year-old girl.
Yeah, he's got a good physique.
And the
strong man physique.
That's bad. I know.
That kids can appreciate. They can play on his big muscles.
You're cute too. Definitely have a pretty face. For jailbait. Laugh out
I knew
loud.
it was wrong. I knew it was wrong. I'm sorry.
I could be your teacher. Would you flirt with me? She says wink at you and stuff. Hee hee, okay. Cute. You'd like that. I'd be flattered. Not like that's a bad thing. Innocent enough.
I knew I shouldn't have come. I knew I shouldn't have come. I'm sorry, man. I knew it.
At some point,
he turns this corner, and it goes from an interview with me to
therapy session,
a virtual counseling session.
Yeah.
I am going through a divorce. My wife Thursday told me she was leaving me.
Why?
I don't know what spawned this. I mean, I was just in an Ohio chat room, an adult chat room, and this was a week or so ago, and she started talking to me.
Yeah, but that doesn't make it right for you to have this kind of a
No,
discussion.
it was an adult chat room, though,
Chris.
Chris.
It's tough. Everybody gets that.
I'm not gonna-
Nobody's going to make fun of that, right?
Well,
okay. It's not
on
good.
top of that, what kills me right now, I've thought about this a lot for years. Maybe I should just stop. Maybe I should get counseling.
You've been a
Maybe I should get
pedophile
help
for how
when I
long
come
now,
out.
Jim?
It's not that big a deal. I've never taken it to this step. I don't know if this week has just pushed me over the edge.
Look, you're not the first guy to have an issue with the internet and sexually charged conversation, addictions and compulsions.
You're not the first pedophile on the internet, Jim. But you will be the
Is there
last.
some way you can help me?
Well, I don't know that I can do that.
I mean, will you give me some of the information here and tell me what exactly is going on?
You want to know what's going on? Do you ever watch television? Do you ever watch Dateline NBC?
Oh, damn, I've seen one of these.
You've seen one of these.
Yeah. You know, that was one of the reasons I thought, why am I doing this? This could be a setup.
Is it tier 1? Why watch anime in the
You've
Prime
actually
Starco and
seen,
Hamburger?
previous programs on computer predators.
I didn't think I was a predator.
You're not. You just like sports and children.
Physical. I know. I talk. Look, that was like fantasy.
Here.
That was like
I
fantasy.
know, but everybody says that. But what's going to happen if I'm not here and the 13-year-old girl is?
We're gonna watch some sports,
You got
baby.
all charged up by seeing this
I
gal on the webcam. Could I kiss you anywhere?
I'm sorry.
That'd
Look,
be fun.
Man, I know
You
it's
could
on
point and I'd
TV.
kiss it.
I'm not a psychiatrist, but I've sensed that these guys were relieved to get this off their chest.
Thanks to tier 1 dough.
To tell folks what
Jesus
they've
Christ,
been
I'm
going
really sorry to hear that, Savvy.
Sheriff's Department, stop! Put your hands on your head.
It's
I
terrible.
think you
Hope everything's
have a
alright.
problem.
Wishing you the
And you've
best.
admitted that, okay? That you have talked to minors before, 13 years of age. Do you masturbate while you're doing this?
Oh, I get you electric.
Okay.
I have, yeah.
So you're so driven by this, okay?
But sir, and it's not
Okay,
like
just
it's.
listen to me,
Well,
man.
no,
Okay.
I think I feel like I should at least tell you. It's not like it's. I go on there specifically looking for little kids.
What ultimately happens to these people is not for me to decide, and in spite of what is an explicit chat and what looks like
Thanks for
would
reset electric guy
constitute
into
a felony
tier
or
2
serious
Game
criminal
Slayer.
charge. What happens to them is up to the criminal justice system. I mean,
We'd like
that's
to,
not
King
up
Slayer.
to me.
Thanks
But
for the gift sub again, Jaeger.
to see somebody who could hurt a child or expose a child to an early sexual encounter that could scar that child for the rest of their life and be caught and deal with the consequences of that, I think is a positive thing.
I imagine he also got fired, would be my guess. Or not, I don't know. It is a Catholic school after all. The Paramedic Predator. Joe Rogan reacts, huh? I'm not a big meme
This is
guy.
one of those cases where my receiving the chat and the arrival of our guest came pretty close together. And so
Thanks to the
who
Prime,
handed
Sleepy.
me,
Sleep well,
the
King.
chat log is kind of talking me through it and kind of giving me the background of who this guy is. Normally I have more time to go through it, but this all happened pretty quickly. So, she's whispering and I'm taking notes and I'm going through the thing and I'm highlighting the pertinent portions of the transcript. Getting ready because this guy's coming in the door.
Welcome!
Hey, come on in. I just cut my toe when I ran out there because there's rock on the ground. I'm just going to put a Band-Aid on it, okay?
Where are you at?
I gotta go get a Band-Aid before I bleed all over the rug.
Oh, okay.
Just
Hey,
out
why don't
the
you
door.
hang out, have a seat right on the other side of the bar for me, will you? Keep your hands on your pockets. Come on, just go over and have a seat, please. No, sir. Right here, please.
Oh, almost snuck away on him.
What's going on?
Thanks to the gift sub Humpo and the resub Solo Shaky and Blue Shinryu.
To get things started. Tell me what was happening.
I don't know.
You don't know.
I do. I'm sorry.
You're sorry for what?
You're a freaking idiot.
An idiot. What do you do for a living?
Paramedic.
A paramedic.
Yeah.
Now, in your chat here, you essentially say you're a firefighter.
Yeah.
Don't you think that might impress a 13-year-old girl?
It impresses a lot of people, to be fair, Chris. It's pretty cool.
What was your plan here today?
I don't know.
I had a report of the
You don't
fire.
know?
I seriously don't know.
Well,
and I was just coming to put it out.
Based upon this chat. Want me to rub your feet?
No,
Yeah.
no.
When you see a passage
Exit
like
Prime,
that
Ludidas.
in a chat log where an
Oh,
adult
thank you, Pug.
asks a child to do something like that,
I'll appreciate it, Max.
rub
Well,
your
thank
feet,
you.
that's like a power trip.
Now I'm getting turned on, you say?
Well, not really a power trip. It's just
How
a
do I know
fetish.
you're not a cop?
Weird one.
I'm not a cop. How do I prove it? Call my cell and leave a sexy message. What do you want me to say? Something to turn me on. How about firemen are sexy? Laugh out loud, okay.
It takes it a step further than being sexually excited.
Nice.
It's trying to control this kid by making them do something.
Thanks for 5 gift subs, Goblin.
It's disturbing.
Appreciate it, man.
What would have happened if I had not been here?
I would have done something stupid.
With a 13-year-old girl?
I don't know, probably.
If a 13-year-old
Uh-oh.
girl had been here?
Yeah.
What should happen to you? Do you know that it's illegal
I know my career's probably over.
to do this?
No, you can just say there was a fire in her panties and you're coming to put that shit out.
A 13-year-old girl?
I know.
What if this was your younger sister and somebody walked into
I'd be pretty upset.
the home where she was
Oh, yeah.
when she was alone?
I know. I'm real protective of her,
Hey, well,
too.
thank you, Hila.
Just
Appreciate it,
I
man.
know
Good to
it-
see you. I hope you're doing well.
You probably think I'm stupid.
Thanks for the resub. Something
judging
off.
by this, but
So you have a younger sister?
she's 18.
18. And she's 18 and you're protective of her.
And
here you are.
I don't know.
Exit tier
It
1
amazes me
stable.
that they're very protective of their own
Yeah, I agree, Scotty.
children in their lives. Yet they're willing to go do this with somebody else's child.
Well, there's a couple things you need to know.
Yeah.
Do you ever watch television?
Yeah.
Do you ever watch Dateline?
Dateline?
Dateline NBC?
No, what the fuck is that?
Have you ever seen our stories on computer predators?
Yeah, I've seen it.
This is one of them.
Oh, no.
I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline. If there's anything else you want to tell me,
No.
I'd like to hear it.
Yeah, that's okay.
If not, you're obviously free to leave.
You'll have to move him yourself,
So
Chris.
you can go ahead now.
No, please, let me see it.
Oh, he's got a good strat.
So I'm going to have to ask that you go now.
He doesn't want to leave. He knew that it was likely that once he left, he would be arrested.
Can you follow me out there?
We're not going to follow you out.
No, can you, please?
Chris,
We're
hold his
just gonna
hand,
leave. I
bro.
don't think we can follow you out now.
I'm just asking you, don't talk to me.
I'm sorry?
I'm just asking you, can I talk to you about the camera?
I can't turn the cameras off. No, sir. I'm sorry.
Why not?
Well, because I can't once they get turned on.
They run forever.
Please, I'm just asking you.
No, I'm telling you. I'm just unfortunately unable
Exit
to.
resub Killer B and Heart.
He gets up and slowly makes his way to the door. He's arrested and taken away for processing and an interview with detectives.
What did you and Kat discuss or plan specifically to do once you met her, knowing she was 13 years old?
Train her to be a
Talking about
firefighter?
kissing and
Kiss,
what else?
rubber feet, stuff like that.
Rubber feet?
Yeah.
It's hard not to feel compassion for a guy in that situation, crying like that. But again, you go back and read the chat log, and you feel a little less sorry.
Yeah. That'll do it. Hey, all things considered, Jason, got off real easy. Role-playing chat room predator. Oh. We're doing a little RP.
The man walking in our back door is 21-year-old David Schumacher, screen name Freebird72000. He's been chatting online with a decoy posing as a young teen named B.
Hey, come on in.
Our 19-year-old actress, the decoy playing B, invites him in. Online, he invites the girl, who told him she was 14
I
and
love
a
the
virgin,
sideways
to a
hat.
birthday party. And from his online chat, it appears he has his sights on a party for two.
I want to be your first, baby.
Okay.
You gonna put my in your mouth? 'Cause I like that.
I guess I can try it.
Just let me drive, baby. I'll show you heaven.
He goes on to talk about having different kinds of sex with the virgin, and then gets almost poetic.
What kind of birthday party would he take her to?
What's the difference?
It's just raw passion, and making love is a connection of bodies, I guess.
Freebird
Wouldn't like his friends be like, bro, why the fuck is there a 10-year-old
He's
here?
going to bring marijuana.
No, I was in a role-playing chat room, dude.
Awaiting trial to this day? 14 years later?
2 words, role-playing chat room, dude. Because the girl was role-playing, man.
We checked with Perverted Justice and were told he met the decoy in a Florida romance room, not a role-playing chat room. And the transcripts of his online chats and phone calls were enough for police to charge him with a felony. Even after he's placed in the police car, he goes on talking.
I'm not guilty, man. Do I look like I need 14-year-old girls? I don't need 14-year-old girls, dude. I got all kind of girls.
No, he definitely doesn't. That's spoken like a man that gets no girls.
It turns out there was at least one thing he said earlier that turned out to be true.
I happen to know law enforcement.
He has quite a long rap sheet.
Uh-oh.
In 2002, he led police on a high-speed chase in a stolen car. He was also convicted of grand theft and trying to sell the stolen goods. And twice, he was convicted of battery.
Well, I'm trying to stay out of trouble. Well, the truth is, I only came up here for about
Is he a YouTuber now?
For my boy, but I got jammed up.
Here he is, about to get in trouble yet another time.
Hey, man, I want to be on the news. You feel me? Listen, am I being held up here? I happen to know.
So is he in jail still? God damn. This is a long sheet here.
I got 2 words for NBC. Role-playing chat room, alright, y'all? Because, man, the girl was role-playing.
Is he a vlogger? Thanks to the Tier 1 Milky Man, the Tier 1 Zekros, and the Tier 1 Sir L. Thanks for the Tier 1s.
And then the state tried to commit me on that Florida shit. I just spent 6 months incarcerated. No legal grounds for them to do so. The only thing that fucking prompted the whole thing really was Dateline shit.
Getting that good breakfast.
Fact is, motherfuckers, Dateline put words in my mouth. When I called them on it, yeah, guess what they did?
Boys and girls, today we're gonna have a lesson on civics and what it means to have rights in America.
Oh God.
Is too many of you motherfuckers are ready to hand over your motherfucking rights and let them just walk all over you for what? And then you stand there and sit there in judgment.
So what's the conclusion? He just makes YouTube vlogs
Read the
now.
Constitution, bro. Hating ass. Today,
we were in role-playing chat room.
God damn it. No, I don't know. There's no way. Well, maybe. I don't fucking know. Thanks to the Prime Spartan and Spillua. He's anti-vaxxer? Well, no doubt about that. Absolutely no doubt about that at all. Thanks to Prime Hydra. What time is it? It's already 1:53. Yeah, I'll watch one more. Thanks to Prime Justin, the resub small meat, or I might watch 5 or 6 more. I don't know, we'll see.
You've seen
I
us
thought it was later.
expose online predators.
I didn't come here for anything.
Thanks for 10 gift subs, Grizz.
And
Appreciate it,
using the
man.
internet to arrange for sex with children.
Thanks for the
Now,
tier 1
the footage you haven't seen.
Are
disposable.
you gonna call if you're coming or if you're not?
The defendant will commit future sex offenses.
From the heartland of America, more surprise confrontations.
BS talk got you sentenced to prison.
Bizarre behavior.
What were you doing with your pants there?
You ask if she does anal.
It's a question.
And busted suspects with nowhere to run.
Just be sharp.
This is Predator Raw. When we first started this, I thought, we'd do 2, maybe 3 investigations. And at some point, we'd have nothing but video of me pacing in a kitchen someplace. Guys would get the message.
Good video, though, Chris. That would be cool.
We had been
Thanks
to
to tier 1
locations for
Dabbled Oya.
investigations that were near big metropolitan areas. We wanted to find out if this was also a problem in America's heartland. So we went to Dark County, Ohio, right near Greenville.
Thanks to resub.
I think the
Young
county
Dumb
has a
Full
population of something like 13,000.
The Prime
and
Reich.
we set up to see what would happen. By the time the investigation was over, we learned that
Prime How I Met Your
in this
Mundo.
little town in Ohio, this was a problem.
Put it down. Put your hands in the air.
Turn around. Turn around.
I'm going to read to your rights. If you have any questions,
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say.
When does the ghillie suit guy come out? Still haven't seen him yet.
Watch your head, okay? Watch your head.
Thank you for the 5 gift
In
subs,
this
Marsha.
case, as,
Thank you,
in the
Marsha.
previous investigation,
Thanks to the
we
Prime
worked with the computer
Blackwind.
watchdog group, Perverted Justice.
she's got the guy.
It's decoys go into chat rooms posing as 12, 13, 14, 15-year-old kids.
Hey, well, I appreciate that, Agent.
home
Thank you, man.
alone, open to the idea of a sexual liaison in a meeting. But they go into chat rooms and they just wait. And they never make the first contact.
Where is the female teacher
And
predator?
sometimes in a matter of minutes, a man is approaching
I don't think
online.
there's ever been a single
Online
female predator
chat
on this
becomes
show.
Sexual, and the next thing you know, a meeting is set.
Thanks to Prime Otaku. Probably a vanilla cookie, I guess.
Come on in, man. I just whacked my toe on the banister.
Where are you?
I hit my toe on the banister. Oh, I gotta go get a Band-Aid. Now I'm bleeding, and I'm gonna get shot if I bleed on the rug. Hang out the bar.
Thanks to
for a
tier
second,
1
I'll be right back down,
login.
all right?
All right.
Sorry.
Because we were out in the country, these guys in some cases had to drive a couple hours or more.
Yeah.
And Alonzo Wade was one of those guys. He turns towards the door and he's doing something with the zipper. Now, I still to this day don't know exactly what his plan was. He might have been getting ready to go outside to relieve himself. Or
That's
he
probably
might
what it
have,
was.
Been plotting something else. But he did pull down his zipper before he turned around and walked to the bar.
How are you tonight?
Fine.
Just do me a favor and have a seat right over on that stool.
Yes, sir.
Now, what were you doing with your pants there when you?
Oh, it was just touching the tip of my penis.
Were you hiding something in your pants?
No, there ain't nothing. Look, I'll show you everything. Here.
Well, I don't. You didn't see everything.
Well,
No, you should.
I
Chris,
Now my zipper came down.
let him see.
But you brought quite the selection tonight.
Yes, sir.
Thanks to tier 1 mac and
that's
mac
fine.
and
All of
cheese.
this is yours.
Yes, sir.
A lot of these guys are just trying to do their best to get out of a bad situation. So they're trying to make up their story on the spot. Alonzo Wade tried to tell me that this alcohol was for him.
Yeah.
You just thought this would be a nice warm place to drink it?
Well, no, sir. She.
Thank you for the 10
talked
gift
to her
subs,
all
Bellum.
night. She
Thank you,
invited
man.
me over.
Yeah.
Appreciate it,
And
Bellum.
who is she?
What is it? Her online name? Bush Girl or something like that.
Bush Sucks Girl.
That's it.
That's it. And who are you?
Alonzo Hampton Wade. I'll show you my ID.
Alonzo Hampton Wade. And Alonzo, how old are you?
40.
40.
I told her how old I was.
Yeah. And how old is she?
She told me she was 15.
15.
Yes, sir. I just wanted a place to drink. I wasn't going to do nothing.
You didn't have any place to drink, so you thought you'd come here.
Yeah, where is he supposed to drink, Chris?
Just to hang out and drink.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You gonna drink?
No, some of that was.
You can't drink without a child around.
Oh yeah.
Were you gonna give any to the 15-year-old?
Oh no! I don't do that.
And
I got a 15-year-old daughter myself.
You've got a 15-year-old daughter yourself?
Yes. I just wanted a place to sit and drink.
Why couldn't you drink at home?
Well, my daughter's got her friends there, and I don't like drinking in front of her.
So you thought you'd come over here and drink in front of another 15-year-old girl who's not your daughter?
Yeah.
No, that's my intentions. My intentions was to not. Well, yeah. My intentions was to drink in front of a
15-year-old girl.
Yes, I see what you're saying.
Does that make any sense?
No.
So why don't you tell me why you were really...
I see tier 1 Lil Dimmy.
To drink.
Yeah.
All right. So now let me ask you this. You're here in this house where you believe a 15-year-old girl is home alone. You bring the booze into the house.
Right.
How would you feel if while you're over here, some 40-year-old guy is at your house bringing booze to your 15-year-old
I'd say, why is a 4-year-old guy bringing booze to my house, and how did he get there?
I'm saying the same, probably the same way you feel right now.
So why is it okay for you to do it?
It ain't. I don't know why I did it. I just wanted to party, that's all.
So just party. And there's no 40-year-olds to party with.
Well,
nobody who's grown up who you can party with in the whole state of Ohio.
Well, I didn't say in the whole state, but go where I'm from.
Alonzo Wade tried to tell me that he was not there to have sex with a 15-year-old girl. Now, at some point,
a little bit legit.
He cracks a little bit and says, well, maybe he would.
True, Seenan.
And I say to him, well, what is it? Yes, no, maybe so.
It appears to be clear from this transcript that you are open to the idea of having sex with this girl.
No. Well, appear yes. Would I? No. Or maybe. All right. Maybe.
What is it, Alonzo? Yes, no, maybe so.
Maybe.
I haven't seen her yet, Chris. I mean, it depends on what she looks like, I guess.
And I was drunk enough. I'm not going to say I wouldn't. I'm not going to say I would. I can't say what I would do.
Chris, let him get a couple brewskis in him and we'll ask him again.
With Dateline NBC.
Oh, I understand.
And we're doing a story on adults going on the internet, trying to hook up with teens.
Right.
Now,
you see the cameras coming in and everything.
Thanks for the gift sub, Rye Bread.
Finishing the interview, I say, you know, what do you think should happen to you?
I should go to jail.
Put it down. Put your hands in the air.
Thanks for the Prime, Jay.
The Dark County Sheriff's
The
Department
gift sub, Lil
in
Angel.
Ohio was running a parallel investigation.
Thanks for the resub,
So
G-Man.
when I finished talking to the men who arrived at our hidden camera house, they would leave and they would be arrested.
You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him present during questioning if you wish. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Ah, so you haven't watched it yet, have you, Lula? It's not an actual female teacher. We just watched that one. It's not a female teacher. It is... Let me bring it up again. It is this guy.
Really?
Yeah, it's not a... I'm pretty certain there's never been a female predator. Is it tier 1 Grunkle in the Prime T-Man and Resub Man Bun? There sure are, though. Well, yeah, I didn't mean there's never been a female predator in the history of pedophiles. Obviously not. I meant on the show. Make sure to smash that like button and thumbs up, ring the bell, tell your mom I said hi. Oh no, we're dangerously close to finishing. No, fuck. Make sure to smash that like button. Yeah, that's about it. Thumbs up, ring the bell, tell your mom I said hi. Yeah, that's about it. See ya.